Today, we recap the end of homecoming on Saturday night. That and more on our 6th WA TV episode of the year.
Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Jared Riddle, and welcome to today's episode of WA TV News. We're coming to you straight from Studio 22.
It's Monday, October 7th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Schuler Williams, and let's get you caught up on a few announcements. The Wheaton Internship Program is a unique opportunity for students to get a hands-on experience in a workplace setting. All students interested in doing an internship during Wheaton need to fill out the application that can be found on the Wheaton Academy website under Academics. If you have any questions or need help on deciding where to do your internship, please see Miss Devonna Reynolds in the library.
On Thursday at lunch, there will be a Model UN meeting in Miss Dunlap's room, Academy Hall, room 117. Students, please look at your second semester classes. If you have contact student services, see Mrs. Roberts in student services. If you have questions about your schedule or need to make a change to your schedule for next semester, please see Mrs. Roberts before Friday, October 18th. Remember, some classes may be full and we do not change classes based on teacher preference.
Seniors, it's just under 1 month for most of the early action and early decision deadlines for colleges. You should have met with your college counselor and invited any teachers to write for you by now if you intend on applying for the November 1st deadline. Please see Mr. Ellison or Mr. Gregerson now so that both your teachers and counselors have enough time to complete your letters of recommendation. We brought back a classic this week. Gigi Going takes us in the news.
Good morning and welcome to our first In the News segment of the year. I'm Gigi and we're going to be talking about who's really saving the turtles. Swiss philanthropist Hans-Jörg Wyss recently committed to donating $1 billion over 10 years through the Wyss Foundation to help in conservation efforts for the natural environment. Currently, 15% of the planet's land and 7% of the oceans are being preserved in a natural state. However, it is Wyss's hope to conserve 30% of the earth by 2030 by creating national parks and reserves. His generosity and passion for saving the planet are truly inspiring. Besides donating money, there are many ways that we can help the environment in our own way. Using less energy, saving resources, and taking the time to recycle are all things that don't require major changes. As we appreciate this world that God has given us, it is important to care for it and preserve it. That's all for this week. Thanks for listening.
I'm glad to see a video that brings awareness to a big issue going on right now, with the turtles and all the straws. It's really good to see that,
Definitely, and that's information that we don't usually get to see every day, so it's really unique for us to have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Going from classics to brand new, Sam Froslet and his team introduced us to a new series, Ready, Set, Spice.
Hello, Wheaton Academy. I'm here with Mrs. Hockett, aka Edna, for today. And today we are going to be trying Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm going to ask her some questions. So here we go. First one we're going to start with is honey barbecue.
All right, here we go.
I'm so bad with spice, so this is easy though. This is really easy. This
All
one's
right,
easy.
I feel like Edna would be cleaner at eating.
Mm-hmm.
All
My
right,
mom would be
so
disappointed.
if I would bring any academic class, there's so many classes that I would like to bring. I used to teach social studies, so I would probably bring a class like on the Middle East and Middle Eastern politics, or something like geopolitical relations, or I would do something with debate, political debate, and that sort of thing. I think school-wide, I love the stuff that's happening with like our master program and more opportunities for kids to do research or kids to like look at real-world problems. I think that's another class that I would be interested in bringing, where students like identified real-world challenges and then figured out how to solve them.
So next one we're going to do is Asian Zing. This is going to be a problem for me. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. So what do you look at that?
Okay.
Looks pretty mean, doesn't it?
From a college readiness standpoint, I don't know how much perseverance I have, Sam. So we'll just
what? I'm
own
gonna
the
second
fact that
on
this
that.
might be a one-bite thing.
Tell us about your experience as a teacher.
Sam, that's not that bad. So I loved teaching. One of the things that was like my favorite, I got to teach. I taught every year until 3 years ago. And I had the opportunity to teach almost every social studies class. And I think the thing that was always fun was with history, you got the chance to like take and put people in situations or discuss things. My favorite class, there have been so many amazing students every single year. When I would teach AP government, just throughout the year, the class would just turn into this community of students who had worked really, really hard, but also like really, really loved each other. And we just had a blast. So one of my favorite memories was on the day after the AP test. We roller skated around the outside of the school. So that was super fun. They would come to my house and we would do study sessions. And one year when a kid was at our house for a study session, his car got towed
outside of your house.
Out of our house. So that was fun. But also just seeing students do things that they never thought they could do. Last week, a student, his name's Josh Cooper, and he was here, spoke to the AP Gov classes with Mr. Jasper, and he and I got a chance to talk and to hear like where he is today, and to hear him say some of what happened while he was at Wheaton Academy influenced it. It was really one of those bizarre moments, but I just started to cry in my office. So it was really cool to see where students go.
This is the final one. This
All
is
right.
Desert Heat. This looks mean. Tell me that doesn't.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's not great. Small chicken wings. Mr. Hockett and I have chicken wings every Sunday night. It's our
Really?
Hockett family meal.
No way.
We
Any-
order from Caliendo's. He has pizza. I have chicken wings.
Do they look like this?
They do not.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a little bit of a chicken wing connoisseur.
Yeah. What is one crazy fact about you?
I'll just start. I'm an only child. And I'm really happy about that. Like, never really had a desire to have siblings. Always thought it was really cool that I didn't have siblings. I played basketball in college for all 4 years.
No way.
Oh, yeah, at Wheaton College. So even though I don't look at all athletic today, at one point in my life I was. I love the Yankees. I've watched like almost all of the 162 games this summer.
You're killing that thing.
Yeah, I'm just going well. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm not really that fun. That's the other thing. That's kind of a funny thing about me. I don't really like jokes.
Look what you're doing here.
I know.
That's fun.
But this is eating.
It's like
I
a
love
peak
food.
of fun.
All right, so cool.
You're okay? Like,
I'm fine. Am I supposed to not be fine?
am I the only one?
You're
That's
all
bad.
good, Sam. Look at you. You made it. There it is.
I feel
College
like
readiness.
It's 105
Grit and
degrees in here.
perseverance right
Thank you
there.
so much. I'm
All
ready.
right.
I'm ready. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see this again, we can get a new teacher and maybe amp up the spice. Maybe do blazing. What do you think about
Sounds
that?
good.
Sounds good. All right. I'm Sam Frosted from WA TV. Thank you, Mrs. Hockett, for joining us.
Goodbye, darlings.
Have a good one.
I loved the part where she just, after the last set of wings, she just said, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Like, no problem, no issue. I could not do that. I would be dying."
Yeah, you know, Mrs. Hockett, she handled those wings like a champ, honestly. You know, not many people can really take those wings like she could. So, you know, props to you, Mrs. Hockett.
She handled the heat. Homecoming culminated with fireworks on Friday night and a student event on Saturday. Hannah Crow was able to gather footage of that event and show us a quick highlight of all the amazing experiences that were had.
And
Dance.
Marcus.
Swag. Dank. Rager. Food. Hype. That was my word.
Magical.
Fall. Free. Food.
Interesting.
Relax.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me. See where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
All that happened at homecoming didn't come to fruition by chance. Mr. Holtrup and Mrs. Klinke do an amazing job making sure everything comes together and everyone has fun. And we want to send a special shout out to the 4 teachers who led each of the classes throughout the week. Thank you to Mrs. Rinker, Mrs. Gregerson, Mrs. Prempis, and Mr. Broman.
Of course, we had a lot of sports news that happened throughout the week. To get you caught up, here's Logan Finnegan.
Thanks, Jared. I'm Logan Finnegan, and I'm going to get you caught up on all of the sports news. Boys and girls golf both took 3rd place in their conference tournaments last week. For the girls, Ellie Canaris finished in 10th place and earned all conference honors. And for the boys, Sam Dykma, Graham Head, and Stefan Inc. all finished in the top 10 to also earn all MSC accolades. Both will play in regionals, with the boys playing today and the girls playing on Thursday. Good luck to them. Boys soccer took down Aurora Central Catholic 9-0 on Friday night. The Warriors had 7 different people score a goal in that game. The Warriors took home the conference title last Tuesday as they went undefeated this year. And to give a special shout out and congrats to our very own WATV News crew member Corbin Bates on his first varsity goal last week. Football lost to runner-up of the state, Bishop Mack, this past Thursday night. On offense, Steve Gardner carried the ball 10 times for 54 yards, and Shane Baumgarten ran for the only Warrior touchdown of the night. Even in the loss, the defense played well. Jeremiah Staton had 11 tackles, and Trevor Donna had 8. The team is away this Friday night at ACC for a critical conference matchup. Cross country ran a meet on Saturday in Lisle. This is the same course that they will run at sectionals in 2 weeks, so the experience was invaluable. The girls were led by Lily Lebo, who came in 12th place overall. Nate Beerley and Sheldon Powell anchored the guys' team, and Daniel Kersey came in 8th place in the open race. Girls tennis had a rough week, taking on some really challenging competition. They hope to bounce back this week with a home match against Glenbard South today and an away match at Naperville Central on Tuesday. And finally, girls volleyball only had 1 match this past week, but won it in straight sets. Schruler Williams had 5 kills and 2 aces, while Maggie Essman notched up 4 kills up front. The win also keeps them undefeated in conference play. With 2 big matchups this week, Thursday's match will be at home at Aurora Christian, and we will be live streaming that match in case you can't make it. That's all for sports. Back to you, Schuler.
Thanks, Logan. Now let's get you your 4 things that you need to know. Number 1, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will all participate in taking the PSAT a week from Wednesday. Listen for more information in your advisory groups this week. Number 2, our chapel speakers for the week are Mr. Hogan on Tuesday and Mr. Fritz on Friday. Number 3, there will be no WATV episode next week due to our day off school on Columbus Day. And number 4, your verse of encouragement comes from Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxieties on Christ because he cares for you. That's all for us today. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Real WATV.
From all of us at Studio 22, have an amazing day.